And it came with my old address, where I do not live anymore, in Vegas. So I wanted to vote in person because I didn't trust the mail-in process. And when I went to the poll, I had my utility bills and my ID, and I wanted to update my address so I'd be able to vote in the right district for the right people, instead of just voting a ballot that wasn't in the right district where I live. So I did that, and the poll person took my information and updated my address, and gave me a voting card, and I went and voted, like normal. I got a phone call, and somebody said, "Hey, your vote hasn't been counted." I thought it was a joke, actually. And I went to the website and I checked to see if my vote had been counted, and it said it hadn't been counted. The person at the poll simply said, "You're good to go, you're good to vote, everything's fine." So what ended up happening was, here, she said, "Well, now that you've brought it here, your vote will get counted." I said, "Well, how do I have proof that my vote is going to get counted?" She said, "Well, you won't. You won't see it until after the election is over." And I said, "Well, this is crazy. This can't have happened to just me." She said, "No, there's 27,000 other people like you whose votes haven't been counted because they didn't come here."
Could not get a license in time due to just like I didn't know I needed a license until a few days before the election. So to vote here for the first time, I have to have a Nevada ID, and since I didn't, I have to do provisional license or provisional ballot. I know that like election results usually do take a little bit, especially given it's pandemic. I'm not expecting it to be announced until next week. So
I changed my before actually 4, and then they sent me at the very last minute, about 4:30. They actually called me and said that my vote did not go through because of issues with my ID. And so they said I either had to send a copy of my ID or actually come down to here by 5 p.m. By the time I got here, 5:08, it's like they're not allowing anyone in, but it's still the very last minute, and my vote really does count. My voice needs to be heard. It's the last minute, and I'm going to stay here until they let me in.
Anybody after you, we're closed. Okay?
And see,
remember your white shirt.
Okay, thank you. And see, now because I'm the last person in line, it is really going to count. So yes, absolutely. I'm proud that I'm here. Absolutely.
This used to be held up.
So if we could do a chant for this, he is watching. Please stop the still protest. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.